Himalayan pink salt isn't just another spice, it's a geological and historical wonder that's 600 million years old. The name suggests that this salt comes from the Himalayas, but it actually comes from the Kira area in Pakistan. Have you ever thought about how this bright pink crystal got from the bottom of old oceans to your table? Or how it became a health icon around the world? Today, we're going to talk in depth about its history, mining, output, and stories. We'll find interesting facts and ask you deep questions along the way that might change the way you think about this famous mineral. Himalayan pink salt has been around for 600 million years, since the Precambrian turned into crystals under layers of rock and sand.
सबसे पहले हमने ड्रिलिंग की है। ड्रिलिंग यहाँ पे हैंड आकर के जरिए करते हैं। उसके बाद हमने गन पाउडर के जरिए पैकिंग की है।
Over thousands of years, these layers became richer in minor minerals. This is what gives the salt its unique pink color and makes people think it is good for them. Alexander the Great found this natural wonder while on the move in 326 BC. It was seen that his horses licked salty rocks in the Kaura area of Punjab, Pakistan. This accidental find led people to one of nature's cleanest salts. In 1849, when Britain was in charge, mining expert Dr. H. Worth changed the way salt was mined by creating shafts to get to the deposits. His methods, such as pillar and chamber mining, kept the structure stable and made it easy to get the salt out.
माइन की टोटल 17 लेवल है, इसके 70 लेवल, 5 लेवल इसके ऊपर चल रहे हैं, छठा ये ग्राउंड फ्लोर है और 11 इसके नीचे.
For some reason, these techniques are still used at the second largest salt mine in the world, Kura. So, how did a chance meeting more than 2,000 years ago create a business that now shapes health trends around the world? Ancient societies and modern markets were linked by this event, which seemed to happen by chance. It shows that even small discoveries can have big, long-lasting effects.
अच्छा, हमें प्रॉब्लम जो माइंस से आता है, जो ब्लॉक्स के जो साइजेस होते हैं, बेसिकली हमारे पास इतनी अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं है हमारी माइंस के अंदर कि हम जो ब्लॉक्स को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट कर.
With 25 miles of tunnels that stay at a constant 64 degrees, the Kura salt mine is a natural wonder in and of itself. Over 400,000 tons of pink salt are made every year in this huge system of rooms and tubes. Miners use a mix of old and new tools such as pickaxes, hand drills, and controlled explosives to get the salt out of the ground while keeping half of the mines alone to keep them from collapsing. Miners carefully chip away at the salt blocks during 8-hour shifts. Tractors and special train trucks are used to move these blocks out of the mine. Some of them weigh several hundred pounds. About 300 people work in the mine, and they all depend on their skills to keep everyone safe and productive in this dangerous setting. That daily amount of salt taken out is equal to the weight of 157 elephants, which shows how big this business is. The salt blocks are put into groups based on their color, size, and quality after they have been removed. For high-end items, only the cleanest and brightest pink salt is used. This careful sorting makes sure that every batch of Himalayan pink salt looks great and has the right amount of minerals. In the past, Pakistan sent a lot of this raw salt to India, where it was changed, renamed, and sold for more money.
3% जो रॉक सॉल्ट की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग थी या जो प्रोडक्शन थी जो पाकिस्तान की, वो इंडिया को हम एक्सपोर्ट करते थे रॉ फॉर्म में.
Pakistan stopped sending salt to India in 2019, taking back control of an important resource. But this change was hard for many Pakistani exporters because they didn't have the right tools or foreign licenses to sell straight to markets in Europe and the West. The trip goes on at places like Ittifaq salt. First, the salt is washed and dried several times to get rid of any impurities and make sure it is of the highest quality. High-tech tools that grade the salt into regular sizes break down blocks of edible salt into fine grains. Using optical sorters driven by AI ensures unmatched purity by getting rid of even the tiniest impurities, making sure that the end product is always the same. For decorative things like salt lamps, the process has to be more complicated. Diamond-tipped drill bits and spinning saws are used by skilled craftspeople to make the salt into beautiful shapes. After being cleaned to bring out their natural shine, these lamps are given lighting parts that give them their signature warm glow. How does current technology help keep Himalayan pink salt as pure as it was thousands of years ago? Producers make sure that the salt keeps its natural qualities while also meeting the high standards of global markets by combining old and new methods. After being handled, the salt is carefully packed to keep its quality. For goods that can be eaten, the salt is kept in food-grade containers that keep out air and keep it safe from wetness and contamination. Shipments of large amounts are put in strong plastic bags that can handle the weight of the bigger items. Items for decoration, like salt lamps, are packed in protected materials to keep them from getting broken while being shipped. Labels tell people where the product came from, what minerals are in it, and how to use it, which is fair for them. Then these goods are sent all over the world, but most of them end up in the US, UK, and Europe, where demand has grown quickly in recent years. Himalayan pink salt is often sold as a health and fitness food. Claims include that it can balance fluids, make you more hydrated, and even clean out your body. It does have minor nutrients in it, but the amounts are so small that it has almost the same nutritional value as regular table salt. People also say that salt lamps give off negative ions that clean the air and make people feel better. However, science studies haven't found much to back up these claims. Even so, these benefits have caused costs to rise to up to 20 times those of normal salt. A Himalayan salt lamp's glow is mostly for looks, but its relaxing look has made it popular in healing areas all over the world. The world market for Himalayan pink salt is doing very well, but the workers who get it often make very little money, less than $20 a day, even though they play an important part.
ज़ाहिर बात है मैन के नीचे काम कर रहे तकरीबन 30-40 फुट है हार्ड तो है लेकिन यहाँ पे मजदूरी अच्छी और वक्त पे मिल जाती है.
The rising demand and high rates of the salt they mine don't usually help them. To help these workers, supporters fight for equitable pay and moral behavior. How can we as customers make sure that Himalayan pink salt comes from a good source? People can help make the industry more fair by buying goods from companies that care about fair pay and environmentally friendly practices. Himalayan pink salt is more than just a seasoning. It's a piece of Earth's past and a sign of how creative people can be. From being found by chance by Alexander the Great's horses to becoming a worldwide symbol, its story is one of perseverance, skill, and marketing. Next time you sprinkle pink salt on your food or look at a glowing salt lamp, think about the amazing story of how it got from a mine that is 600 million years old to the table or room where it now lives. The Kura mine has more than 6.7 billion tons of salt supplies left, so it could keep making Himalayan pink salt for thousands of years. Thanks for coming along with us as we learn all about Himalayan pink salt. Sign up to get more in-depth stories about the cool processes that go into making the world's most unusual goods.